Yo, what's going on, guys? And today we're talking about the Washington Wizards and their new arena. If you guys haven't been following, it's been an interesting saga. So we originally thought they were moving to Nova, Northern Virginia, in this $2 billion entertainment district, but that clearly fell through. And now it's seeming that they're going to go ahead and have talks with the state of Maryland. Obviously, everyone here is thinking, like myself, who's from Baltimore County, are we going back home to Baltimore? That'd be pretty cool. But no, alas, that is more than unlikely, the Baltimore Banner suggests. But let me just read you the report and then we'll get into speculation. Shout out the Baltimore Banner for this information. I'll give you guys the reporters in a second. But I want to hear your thoughts in the comment section down below before we continue. What do you guys think of the idea of, I think it's just going to be kind of like the Washington football team or the Commanders, whatever you want to call them, situation where they play in Landover, Maryland, but they're technically still called Washington. That's what I think the thing is. They're not going back up north. So for me, when I look at this situation, I think it's definitely going to be an interesting one and fun to watch how it develops. But yeah, the owner, Ted Leonsis, met with the governor, Wes Moore, to discuss the possibility of relocating the Washington Wizards and Washington Capitals to the state of Maryland. And the planned move was, like I said earlier, to have a new arena and entertainment district in Nova, but that plan had stalled after key lawmakers blocked it from the state's budget, which was the whole purpose of why they were going to move the team there. And Leonsis and the Virginia governor, Glenn Youngkin, released plans in December for a $2 billion stadium or entertainment district on a 12-acre plot of land with mixed-use complexes for $2 billion. Again, that fell through after public funding was stalled and blocked by the state legislation. Now, Leonsis is attempting to move the teams out of downtown Washington, D.C. D.C. Mayor Muriel E. Bowser announced a late push to keep the teams in the district in December with a deal that included $500 million in public funds. But the problem is, it seems like Ted doesn't want that. He just wants to get out to D.C. to build the entertainment district that every other team is having. Now, there's no incentive package or deal that has been put on the table in Maryland to lure the Capitals and Wizards out of the state. The Baltimore Banner also reports that indications are pointing towards a deal between Leonsis and Maryland as not likely. But money talks, and if you guys remember back with the deal for the Los Angeles Rams, originally when they were the St. Louis Rams, they were not likely to go to Los Angeles. But Stan Kroenke, with money and persuasion, and you would go into a deep dive, there's a reason why the city of St. Louis got a boatload of money in compensation. But they were able to basically convince everyone to let them be the team that goes ahead, and was put together very quickly in terms of people were not expecting, the Rams to go to Los Angeles. So even though the Wizards are not likely, or being reported as not likely to go ahead, I think the biggest thing is that you're seeing is quite possibly a team like the Wizards moving to Maryland, maybe not Baltimore, but to the D.C. suburbs in Paul George County. So I think the biggest thing is having that there as an option is why it's very interesting as we get closer and closer to the summer, because I feel like that's when things will probably put together, because they need to come up with a plan. So let me hear your thoughts down below.